Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alaina ataka wa anshu alaina min khazaini rahmatin shrah li sadri wa yassir. Jadi minta tolong kawan-kawan yang dah masuk untuk admitkan kawan-kawan yang baru kat lobby tu ya. Okay, welcome semua. Jadi ni adalah apa? Ada tak yang first time kelas online muafakat? Ada? Kat tangan. Okey, boleh. Siapa yang first time guna Teams? Ya, mungkin kat sekolah. Okey. Ramai yang first time Okey, jadi kelas online pun, tapi kelas online bukan pertama kali kan? Good. Cikgu rasa semua orang pernah join kelas online masa PKP. Sempat kan you all ni PKP kan? You all dah form 3. Jadi you all akan form 3. Jadi mungkin sempatlah PKP hari tu online. Jadi bila kelas online, cikgu mungkin tak nampak lah masing-masing kat mana. Okay. Dan cikgu pun tak tahu awak tengah buat apa sebenarnya. Dan kadang-kadang ada yang sampai tak tahu apa tujuan dia join. Jadi you all tujuan masuk kelas online tak apa. Boleh tulis dekat chat. Siapa first time guna Teams? Okay, dekat Teams kita ada bahagian chat. Mana? Sorry, alamak. Kalau dekat Teams, ni untuk chat. Kalau iPad ini untuk tengok kawan-kawan masing siapa yang ada. Ini untuk cikgu share. Dan ni suara. Okay Dan cikgu harap walaupun online, kita ada adab lah belajar. Salah satunya yang paling penting ialah, sebab saya rasa diam tu tak ada masalah. Semua orang akan diam. Tapi bila cikgu tanya soalan, bolehlah respon. Paling-paling tidak, you all tunjukkan emoticon macam ni respon. Sama ada okey ataupun tak okey. Jadi kalau tak okey, buat tanda gelak ni lah. Tanda terkejut ni. Kalau tak okey. Kalau okey, mana-mana ni boleh. Love ni ataupun thumbs up. Nak tanya soalan, angkat tangan. Ataupun tulislah dekat chat apa yang awak rasa semua. Sebab kalau online ni cikgu tak tahulah awak okey ke tak kan. Cikgu akan cakap je. Okay, kita mula ya. Okey. Right, untuk tingkatan 3, ada tak yang dah belajar tentang tajuk Earth and Solar System? Kat tangan sikit. Kalau ada. Ya ada, bagusnya, cepatnya, lajunya. Mungkin sebagai homework cikgu rasa. Ataupun sebenarnya mungkin awak dah belajar dalam masa form 2 kan. Okey. Tapi dalam untuk IGCSE dia ada extra. Dia in-depth kan soalan dia. Okey. Tentang day and night, motion of the earth. Okay, the word motion is used. Okay, lepas tu dalam topik ni you kena tahu tentang spring, winter, summer, autumn. But this is not a problem because you already learn this masa form 2. Agree? Okay. And then ada average orbital speed. Okay, this is new. Speed, the word speed is used. Right. Okay. Right, and then belajar tentang solar system. Solar system. Ni semua dah belajar ni kan, betul tak? Love sikit kalau betul. Ataupun ada yang tak belajar lagi saya rasa. Jadi mungkin cikgu you all bagi homework as buat folio. So this is Earth, the solar system. Okay. And then about comet. What is comet? We learn about asteroid, meteoroid. Then itu semua dah belajar lah. Okay. Okay, but today I'm not going to go through this topic yet, ya. Sebab topik ni awak dah belajar banyak masa form 2 dan cuma ada tambahan lah, Cuma tambahan dia ialah macam speed dia, the period, semua tu. Jadi sebabkan dalam topik ni ada uh, content yang pengiraan ataupun introduction to speed and so on. Jadi saya nak masuk dulu topik yang pertama dalam IGCSE, which is topik general physics. Okay, ready? Puan, tak ready, ada yang gelak, tak ready tu. Okay, you all dah ada bahan. Cikgu akan boleh dah, ya mungkin dah ada yang print ataupun you all dah buka dekat laptop tu semua. Itu soalan nanti nota ni cikgu cubalah masukkan. Okey. Dalam fizik, siapa yang tak suka fizik, ada tak? Tak ada lah sebab dia kalau tak suka nanti jadi tak dapat lah ilmu tu Jadi siapa nak dapat A dalam fizik, first kali you all rasakan topik subjek ni senang. Okay. Right. Dalam topik fizik kita ada banyak kita ada beberapa subtopik. Kalau cikgu buat macam ni dalam general physics ni, for your information, general physics ni the very general one sepatutnya sebelum kita belajar yang lain-lain kita dah tahu dah general physics ni. Okay, dalam general physics ada banyak subtopik. Okay. Pertama sekali we will learn about length, length and time, and this one is not something new, benda bukan baru. Lepas tu kita ada topik motion. Motion ni kita akan tengok about speed, acceleration. Saya bagi glimpse of the topic first Lepas tu dalam motion ni you will learn about graph motion, graph of speed, graph of acceleration. Okay, lepas tu kita akan masuk dalam topik apa? Mass and weight, So bila cikgu tulis ni, nampak tak? Semua term ataupun kita panggil fizik kuantiti yang cikgu tulis ni adalah benda yang awak dah pernah belajar masa masa form 2 ataupun sekolah rendah pun mungkin Lepas tu pernah tengok ni density. Kita ada density. And then kita belajar tentang force. Yang kelima force. Lepas tu kita ada belajar moment moment of force. Lepas tu ada momentum. Okay, dalam momentum ni kita belajar impulse. Dalam impulse ni kita belajar impulsive force. Lepas tu awak akan explore tentang energy and power. Okay, dalam energy and power ni ada Hooke's law. Lepas tu kita ada pressure. Jadi ini sahaja. So dalam fizik inilah sebenarnya kita sebutkan benda yang fizikal. Kita nampak tekanan, pressure, Length kan. Setiap hari kita, hampir-hampir setiap hari we talk about length. Jauh tak tempat dia? Nak pergi DS, nak pergi asrama daripada rumah, jauh tak orang tanya. Okay, ataupun time. What time are you going to leave your house? Betul. How long it takes to travel from here to here? Okay, then speech. Lajulah sikit you cakap. So that is everyday use. Tapi macam mana kita explain in terms of physics and graph motion, mass and weight. You look heavier ataupun you look lama ataupun you look thinner lah daripada last time. Then density. Okay, sekarang musim banjir. Semua orang okay? Ada yang affected by banjir? InsyaAllah tak ada lah kot Kita doakan. Ada ke? Oh ada, tak ada. Okay. So Alhamdulillah. Jadi kan density, kalau dalam banjir kan you tengok ada benda yang floating dekat surface of the water. Ada yang sinking. Na'udzubillah. Mayat-mayat sinking kan. Banyak dah mayat jumpa kan. Innalillahi wa raji'un. Ada ramai yang meninggal. Jadi sebut pasal tu, cikgu masuk sikit lah kita belajar niatkan kerana Allah lah. Kita tak tahu mati tu bila-bila kan. Jadi jaga kesihatan, jaga keselamatan. The force, daya, moment. So ini moment ni you buka pintu tu ada moment. Apa dia? You buka pintu ada moment yang you apply. Okay, momentum. Momentum. So what is your momentum? Nak masuk sekolah, ada momentum tak? Macam tu. So kalau dah start kelas online ni, mungkin momentum dia lebih tinggi towards nak masuk sekolah. Okay. Momentum tu apa? Any object that is moving has momentum. Macam tu. Energy and power. Do you have energy right now? Adakah semua orang puasa sekarang ataupun dah makan, dah breakfast? Kalau dah breakfast, mungkin ada dah lebih bersedia, lebih bersemangat, ada energy, powerful. Macam tu. Tapi kalau you tak ada energy, tak makan lagi daripada semalam, daripada lusa, kan? Mungkin less energy than your friends. Okay, Hooke's law. Hooke's law is about spring, extension of apa, getah ke apa-apa semualah. And then pressure. Ada yang tengah dalam pressure sekarang, dalam tekanan, stress. Ya kan? Jadi pressure yang kita sebut ni apa? Pressure of what? Okay, this is the big idea, the big picture of what you are going to learn dalam this topic. Very huge topic. Okay, tapi kita try buat dia interesting. Okay, the first one, length and time. Okay, ini dah belajar. This is a ruler, semua orang tahu. Okay, and then soalan tanya, measure the length of the pen. Okay, so that's easy. You make sure your eye is perpendicular to the ruler. Nampak tak? The eye is perpendicular to the ruler. Ya, bukan parallel. Sebab ini take note if you have notes, you ada nota, you tulis perpendicular. I, you know what is perpendicular, betul? The eye is perpendicular to the ruler. Nampak tak itu 90 darjah? Sebab apa saya ulang ni? Dalam textbook form 2 ke form 1 if I'm not mistaken, dia tulis parallel tau. Tak dibetulkan lagi saya rasa. Betul tak? Ada yang ingat tak dalam buku teks form 1 ke form 2 dia tulis parallel? Setuju? Itu salah ya. Salah. Saya pun tak pastilah bila mereka nak betulkan buku teks tu. Jadi kalau cikgu fizik yang ajar form 1 tu, dia akan betulkan. Tapi kalau cikgu mungkin tak perasan lah, cikgu bio dengan kimia jadi dalam exam IGCSE, dalam SPM, awak tulis mata dengan pembaris paralel, salah. Paralel tu maksud dia macam ni. Kan, selari. Jadi ini mata, ini pembaris. Nak baca macam mana kalau paralel? Betul tak? Tak logik. Okay. Jadi betulkan. Perpendicular. So dah tulis dah? Semua orang dah take note? Dah tanda kat mana-mana? Love sikit kalau dah. Kalau belum tu, itulah. Mungkin ada yang macam tengah makan popcorn ke, tengok cikgu mengajar, macam dalam tengok TV kan, boleh juga kan, at least dengar lah. Okay, so a ruler is used to measure length. Siapa yang tak tahu? Semua orang tahu. Ya. And then, we need to avoid parallax error. Pernah jumpa tak perkataan parallax error? Pernah? Oh, ada yang tak pernah. Okay. What is parallax error? Parallax error tu kalau awak belajar dalam KAS, if I'm not mistaken, kan, kalau dalam KAS, ingat tak KAS masa form 1 dulu ada masuk MRSM, ada buat ini cek cair Okay, ini liquid in the measuring cylinder. Okay, so I position must be perpendicular. Okay. Ini bacaan dia. Jadi kita nak tengok bacaan yang ini. Alright, so I position ini. This is perpendicular. So this one is to avoid parallax error. Sama je dengan yang ni. Ya. So if your eye, kalau awak berdiri dari jauh dan awak baca,
Cikgu muted.
siapa mutekan saya? Moti ni. Okay. Terima kasih ya. Tapi baru je kan muted tu kan. Okay. Sekejap nak tengok ni okay, ini adalah bila awak punya position of eye here. Lama dah ke tak dengar? Baru je sekejap je kan?
Baru je teacher.
Okay. So if your position of eye is here, you are making parallax error and that is wrong. Okay. Jadi this is correct. Awak dah belajar ni masa KAS. Okay. Now, what happened? Okay, selalu kita guna ruler. Okay, and then we have another instrument which is micrometer. This is also you have learned dalam form 1, masa during form 1, ya. When do we use micrometers? Do you have micrometer at home? Dulu macam susah sikit lah nak ada micrometer at home. But sekarang you boleh beli dekat Lazada, dekat Shopee kan. Okay, bila orang guna micrometer? Micro, the name tells you. Micro. It is used to measure smaller length. Kan? Very small. And the unit is in millimeters. Betul tak? Dah belajar ni kan? Masa form 1. Alright. Okay, and then this topic, okay, ini length. Okay. Nampak senang tapi ada soalan. Sekejap lagi saya tunjuk. Okay, ini volume pun dah belajar. Okay, and volume, why is volume in this topic? Because, okay, for regular shape object, contoh, I have a cube. What's the volume of cube? Macam mana cari volume of cube? You, okay, this length, and times the width times the height. But actually, height tu adalah, how do you measure height? Guna pembaris. So height is a length. Width. How do you measure width? Using a ruler also. So actually width tu dia nak tukar, dia nak bezakan sahaja H dengan W. So dia panggil lah height dengan width. Actually Ini length juga. L tu apa? It's a length juga. Okay. Jadi, this is the formula. So, for regular object, okay, we have formula to get the volume. Okay. So, you kena relate lah dengan apa yang you belajar dalam mathematics. Now, what happen if we have irregular shape object? What is the example of an irregular shape object? For example, is a stone. A stone is not a regular object. Dia irregular. Bentuk dia tajam sana, tajam sini. Jadi, how do you measure the volume? We use the method of water displacement. We use water displacement method. Ada yang ingat tak water displacement method? Angkat tangan. Okay, good. Jadi this is an easy one, tapi nanti dalam IGCSE dah lupa kena study balik abang-abang kakak awak tu. Okay, jadi you all janganlah lupakan kan, belajar untuk ni kan. Jadi please pour water in a measuring cylinder so you know the initial volume of the water, and then you put in the stone, then you get a new value of the volume of water. So nanti bila dah masukkan stone, the water is displaced. Displaced tu maksudnya berganjak lah. Nilai dia semakin dia berubah. So that difference is the volume. Right? Okay, so that's how you measure volume of irregular object. And then time. Semua orang tengok masa, tahu kan? Ada watches. Okay, and then kita ada stopwatch. You need to know to read. You should be able to use ataupun to read the reading stopwatch, analog one, and we have digital one. Dua-dua you kena tahu. Okay? Siapa rasa senang je? Oh, senang je fizik ni. Ya, senang. Okay? Right. This is an example question. You dah ada dah bahan? Okay, tak apa. Ada ke tak ada? Siapa yang tak ada, jangan risau-risau. Jangan panik nak pergi print ke apa semua. Stay je. Relax. Tengok nanti tapi make sure you take note something. So this is an example of IGCSE question. Dia start dengan benda yang mudah. The diagram shows an enlarged drawing of the end of a meter rule. It is being used to measure the length of a small feather. What is the length of the feather? Okay, so that's easy. Yeah? This is the, ni you start with 10 millimeters. Ni hujung dia ni adalah berapa ni? 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Jadi what you do in order to answer this one? What's the answer? Bolehlah kita test-test sikit kan? Sebab soalan ni senang. What's the answer?
Meter. 29.
29. Is it 29? Siapa kata 29? Angkat tangan. Ayuh. Ada. Okay. Thank you for responding. Okay. Siapa kata? Okay, turun tangan semua. Okay. Alright, sekarang kan saya dah turunkan tangan semua orang. Saya nak tanya, ada tak yang nak bagi tahu 29 tu salah? Saya dapat lain cikgu. Angkat tangan. Ada. Okey, jadi mana satu ni jawapan dia? Siapa nak cakap kuat-kuat pasal mic? Okey, very good. Ya. Ya. Siapa cakap tu?
19 mm.
Ya, kenapa? How do you get that?
Sebab dia dari 10 mm.
Okay, very good. So be careful. So you see, okay, thank you everyone. Good job semua. Okay, siapa jawab tadi? Best student kita hari ni. So you see, dalam everyday, okay, soalan ni sangat senang tapi you boleh terperangkap. So distance ataupun length is a measure from one end to the other end. Jadi the end started here 10. So you need to minus off. 29 minus dengan 10. Okay, and then unit dia is millimeters. Jadi centimeters ni salah lah. If you want to use centimeter, it should be 1.9 centimeters. Okay, right. Number 2. Okay, bagus kita dah warm up dah semua orang. A student wishes to find a volume of a small irregularly shaped stone. A ruler and a measuring cylinder containing some water are available. Which apparatus is needed? Okay, so nampak tak soalan nak apa? Soalan nak
Volume of
find
stone.
volume. Okay, so tadi kita dah tengok. Okay, is this regular object or irregular?
Irregular.
Okay, so what method we should use?
Water displacement method.
Very good, Mia. Okay, so how do you use water displacement method? Did you need ruler,
No.
measuring cylinder? Tak perlu. So the answer is brilliant. Kan? You don't need a ruler anymore because a measuring cylinder has the
Measurements.
The measurements.
Has the measurements already. Ruler tak perlu. Okay. Jadi yang lain-lain pun sama je. Number 5 pun sama. Dia kata what is the diameter of one sphere? Dekat sini ada two things yang perangkap dia. First, you kena find out the difference of the reading, and then whatever the reading is, you need to divide by 4 so that you get only one sphere punya diameter. Okay, the rest of them are all almost the same. Sama saja jawab, lebih kurang. Cuma yang ni lah, the stopwatch. A stopwatch is used to time a runner in a race. The diagrams show the stopwatch at the start and at the end of a lap of the race. How long did the runner take to finish the lap of the race? Siapa boleh jawab? In 10 seconds ataupun less?
50 seconds.
50 seconds. So yang jawapan dia adalah 50 seconds. Okay, semua orang dapat? Ada tak yang nak buat muka terkejut menunjukkan alamak macam mana? Muka terkejut maksudnya tak tahu. Bila kita explain. Kalau semua thumbs up, so kita tak perlu explain. This is very easy. Alright? Okay, so that's about length and time. Okay, kita continue. Okay, kita dah masuk satu part pula. Alright. In IGCSE atau you kena tahu topik, kita ada topik motion. What is motion? Any object that is moving, dia ada motion dia lah. So sometimes you are asked to describe the motion. You kena cerita. The object is moving in high speed, in lower speed, ataupun macam tu lah. Is it accelerating? Is it decelerating? Macam tu. Okay. Alright. Jadi, first of all, saya nak tunjuk dulu dia punya basicnya dalam topik kejap mana ni saya pun lupa kejap. Kalau saya tengok IGCSE notes. IGCSE bukan topik duration SPM. Okey, selalunya kalau SPM kita guna yang ni tau. Okey. Cuma okey, tengok okey, ini rumah you nak pergi to a place here. So ni ada 2 points. Alright? Now, distance. Semua orang tahu the word distance. So distance is the total path taken to travel from one point to another point. So kita ada 2 points here. 1 point, 2 points. So if you take the purple path, maksudnya kan, you nak pergi rumah kawan you. Siapa rumah S ni dekat sini. Ya. Yeah? Tapi on the way, you shop sekejap dekat sini. Lepas tu you pergi beli pisang goreng here. And then you singgah stesen minyak, pusing. And then you nak ikut jalan jauh sikit sebab nak pergi Pit March. Dan baru you masuk taman perumahan tu dan pergi rumah kawan you. Yeah. Your final destination, ada tu kan, ni the starting destination, yang ni final destination. Okay. Okay. Jadi, you pusing-pusing semua kita consider. So that is distance. What is that? That is the total path taken to travel. One point to another point. Now, if you don't care, if the question ataupun if you don't care about the, you tak kisahlah you singgah mana-mana pun, but you want to know the shortest distance travel. So, the shortest distance travel is the red one. Ya. Yang penting from one point to another point. Kalau you nak pergi daripada sini ke sini pun boleh, but that is not the shortest distance. Kita cari yang paling pendek. So, here it is. So, the shortest distance traveled from one point to another point ni is what we call as displacement. Okay, untuk distance, what is the unit? So, distance, the unit is meter. Displacement, the unit is also meter. But they are different things. Distance, total, displacement, shortest distance. Now, if you know the distance and then let's say you kata you jalan-jalan dekat satu daripada asrama pergi ke surau, ya. Yeah? The distance is mungkin katalah 500 meter. Okay, you jalan daripada asrama ke surau and you take 5 minutes. And then you have your friend pula, dia pergi juga surau. Tapi dia only take 2 minutes. Alright? You 5 minit, kawan you sampai surau dalam masa 2 minit. Who is faster? Your friend or you?
Friend.
Your friend kan? Kenapa your friend? Because in a shorter time, faham tak saya cakap tadi? Mana lukisan kita? Okey, macam ni. Ini surau, ini asrama. Okay. This is the distance. Okay, you, friend. Friend takes 2 minutes. You take 5 minutes. So, you know the distance. Alright. So, who is faster? Based on your knowledge, based on your experience, who is faster? Who walks faster?
Friend.
Friend lah, because in 2 minutes dia dah reach the destination. So, That means mesti ada maksud tentang speed tu. Faster tu is represented by speed. Jadi, okay, what is speed? So for your information, speed ni selalunya kita guna simbol V. Right, so speed is the rate. Anyone know the meaning of rate? Dalam PJK ada tak cikgu PJ awak suruh kira rate of heartbeat? Remember? Siapa ingat? Rate of heartbeat. Macam mana you kira rate of heartbeat? Cikgu PJ suruh you kira in a
Minute.
in a minute. Very good. Maksudnya ada masa yang you refer untuk kira. Tak adalah, tolong kira berapa your heartbeat sampai hujung kelas tak habis-habis kira. Tak boleh. Semua orang kena masa 1 minit. So rate tu is, okay, lepas ni bila you jumpa je perkataan rate, rate ni means anything that is related to time ataupun anything per time. So this is rate. So if I say rate of speed, jadi awak akan tulislah per time. So what is rate? Rate of what? So speed adalah rate of distance.
Distance.
Yes. So it's distance over time. Jadi kalau kat sini tadi 500 meter and you took 5 minutes, what is your speed? Your speed is 500 meters over 5 minutes. How do you change minute to second? 60 seconds.
560.
Yeah. So dapatlah berapa ya? 6 bahagi 10 lebih kurang berapa tu? Siapa ada kalkulator? 10 bagi 6, bukan 6 bagi 10 kan? Jadi lebih kurang
1.7.
say meter per second. So this is your speed. Maksudnya in 1 second you jalan 1.6 meter. What about your friend? Your friend 2 minutes. Jadi but what is his speed ataupun her speed? 4.167 meter per second. Maksudnya your friend ni in per second in 1 second she ataupun he dah travel 4 meters. Maksudnya dia laju lah, dia lari kan. You jalan relax. So this is speed, yeah. So you need to know the definition of speed dalam IGCSE. What is speed? Speed is rate of distance. What's the unit? What's the unit? Meter per second ataupun kilometer per hour, depends. In our everyday life, your father, your mother drive cars. Dekat jalan-jalan raya tu, kita ambil unit kilometer per hour. Because mana ada kita pergi jalan dari satu negeri ke satu negeri takes minute kan? It takes hours. Contoh. Jadi, how many kilometer in 1 hour you travel? Okay. Then, you may find the word average speed. So, what is average speed? The average ni tells you something lah kan. Jadi maksudnya kita nak average kan. Katalah what's the average of ada apa-apa. So average means total over total. Total distance over total time. So semua orang clear about speed? It's not that something new, kita dah guna hari-hari. Cuma kita nak you tahu the meaning so that you boleh fahamkan soalan. Okay. Next. Now, for your information, kita ada satu fizik kuantiti yang namanya velocity. Okay, velocity, ya, dia punya simbol also V. Now, if speed is rate of distance, velocity ni adalah rate of displacement. It's similar to speed, but it's not speed. Ya, kalau speed ni it's a scalar quantity. Scalar quantity. Velocity is vector quantity. Do you know what is the meaning of scalar and vector quantity? Oh, very good. Okay. So scalar quantity, you just need to know about the value. Yes, scalar quantity, we say it has magnitude only. And magnitude, what is magnitude? Magnitude tu nilai. You tahu je siapa laju. Oh, kenapa dia laju? Dia 4 meters per second. I walk 1.67 meter per second only. So we just pay attention to the value sahaja, nilai tu sahaja. Now, what about velocity? Velocity is a vector quantity. So for vector quantity, we take again kita consider the magnitude, and not only magnitude, we want to know the direction as well. Dah flash. Okay, the direction as well. Nanti kita tengok contoh soalan. Maksudnya dia bergerak apa? To the right, to the left. Macam gambar ni kan, you tengok. So this is, okay, kata the speed is 500 meter per second northeast ataupun 20 degree from horizontal, something like that. Okay, tak apa dulu yang tu. Okay, next kita ada satu term that you kena tahu, which is acceleration. Pernah dengar orang cakap accelerated, dia accelerated. It is accelerated. It is accelerating. Kan? The car is accelerating. Apa maksud accelerate? Pecut. Apa maksud pecut? So tadi dia macam ni. Tadi we talk about distance. And then we talk about displacement. Daripada distance, we get speed. Betul tak? Because speed is rate of distance. Nampak how is distance related to speed? Yeah. Okay, and then kita ada displacement tadi. Are you with me? Okay.
Yes.
Alright, so velocity is rate of what? Rate of displacement. Jadi you dah tengok pula how is displacement related to velocity. Now, acceleration, macam ni. When you know about velocity, kita boleh dapatkan dua. Bahagi pula. Acceleration. So what is acceleration? You all. So acceleration is rate juga. Rate of what? Rate of, yep.
Speed.
Change of, you tengok anak panah cikgu. Displacement, velocity. Velocity dapat acceleration ataupun something lagi satu. Okay, so acceleration change of what? Acceleration on top of it apa?
Change of speed.
Change of acceleration. Tengok anak panah ni. Speed kat sini.
Change of velocity.
Ya. You faham tak ni? Jadi, cuba nak pandang macam ni lah bagi awak nampak. So, you tengok jelas-jelas. Daripada velocity, kita dapat acceleration. Bukan speed. Jadi, change of what? Change of velocity. Okay? Alright. So, that's acceleration. Now, katalah I give you symbol. I use symbol macam ni tau. U symbol for initial velocity. Boleh relate tak? And then V adalah final velocity. Both are velocities. Tapi I want to differentiate. Satu initial, satu final. Boleh tak? Boleh Faham these two? Alright. So let's say I say, if now, yang ni saya letak dekat tengah-tengah. So let's say, kalau I told you, okay, this situation, a problem, you initial speed, let's say is 2 meter per second, and then final speed is 5 meter per second. And then the changes in speed of the, let's say, toy car, and it takes 2 seconds for the toy car to change its speed. So can you find the acceleration? Yes. So cari the change of velocity. So what is change velocity? Yeah.
5 meter per second.
Yes, V minus U over the time taken. So 5 meter per second minus 2 meter per second. Right, the unit there. Yeah, so the time is taken.
Buat juga kerja mama.
They could. If 5 minus 2 is 3, 3 over 2 is 1.5. Yeah, so look at that. Awak dah belajar algebra, kan? Algebra teaches you apa? Kalau meter huruf A over B dapat apa? A, B negative 1. Betul? Betul tak? So if you have meter over second, you dapat meter per second. Betul? But if you get A per B over B, what's that? A per B times 1 over B. Betul? So dapat A over B squared. Ataupun A B negative 2. Yang ni semua orang okey tak? Pandai tak matematik? Betul tak matematik saya ni? Okay. So look at this. So itu can be simplified. Bentuk apa? Meter. Mula. Kan mula-mula dia meter per second sebab this one. Betul? And then dia bahagi dengan second lagi satu, betul? So you dapatlah meter per second darab 1 over second. So that is, what's the unit then? Meter
Meter per
per
second
second
negatif 2.
square. Ataupun you boleh tulis macam ni. Okay, so unit tu one thing. The acceleration, the physics quantity is another thing yang important. So when you know the definition of acceleration, okay, and then you faham meaning of change of velocity, ada perubahan dekat situ. So this is the changes. Okay, tak perlu nak hafal pun formula ni. And then the unit, you tak perlu hafal unit. So you get this when you write the unit together with the magnitude, with the values. Alright. Boleh semua? Are you happy? Ada yang nak buat muka terkejut? Oh, tak faham. Ada tak yang tak faham? Okay, very easy peasy. Now, okay, tadi anak panah kita tergantung, baru satu. Okay, and you need to know, from velocity juga, we can get another term. Okay, tadi acceleration settle. Kita boleh dapat deceleration. Sama tapi tak serupa. Yang sama sini je. Tapi dia ada word deceleration. Agak-agaknya apa maksud dia? So deceleration is also rate. Rate of what? If you tengok anak panah, dia macam tadi. Acceleration velocity, deceleration pun velocity. What about the velocity? Okay. So deceleration is the rate of decreasing velocity. Boleh? Jadi, faham? Jadi boleh bagi example satu. Okay, jadi example, let's say ini kita ada a ball. Bola tu orang main, last bola tu nak stop. Jadi final, kalau at the beginning the ball is moving in 3 meter per second, and then dah tak ada dah orang sepak dia, orang biar je dia sampailah dia akhirnya stop sendiri. Stop. When you stop, is it moving? It's not moving. When it's not moving, ada velocity tak? What's the velocity?
Zero.
Zero. Jadi look at that. What happened? Compare to this one. Okay, kalau accelerating, the final speed is higher than the initial speed. But if it is decelerating, the final speed is less than,
Lower.
yes, lower than the initial speed. So what do you expect to get? So A is equals to V minus U over T. Dia mestilah akhir tolak awal kan, to get the difference. Jadi V0 minus 3 over, so let's say it takes 2 minutes also, 2 second. Jadi 2 second. So dapat berapa?
Saya dapat
Dapat 3 over
Negative
2. Yes, negative 1. Kenapa dia tak bergerak? Negative 1.5 juga. Tapi kita tahu the negative tells us the way it moves is completely different from tadi, the toy car. Yang ni dia akhirnya dia stop. The toy car dia makin laju. Okay, alright. So that's the two. Okay, these are the few physical quantities. How many physical quantities you need to know by heart? Okay, you need to understand them. The first one is distance, and how is distance compared versus displacement? You should know. They are the same thing, but one is scalar, one is vector. Their unit sama ke lain? They have the same units. Okay, and then the third one, speed. And how is speed compared to velocity? Yes. Okay, speed macam sama dengan velocity. Kan? Tapi dia lain. Satu scalar quantity, satu vector quantity. And then speed dia stop until here. For velocity, kita boleh dapatkan acceleration pula. So that's the fifth physical quantity that we learn today. Then we have the sixth one, deceleration. Okay, So that is in the note tu lah. Jadi kita ada acceleration with that formula and we have deceleration, rate of decreasing velocity. Okay. Now, right. Kita bila buat eksperimen, we can bila kita buat eksperimen, kita dapat data. The data we get, we can plot graph. Pernah plot graph tak you all? Kan? So graph when you yeah. So when you get a graph, you can analyze the graph. Okay? Right. Now, this is the graph. So graph kat sini kita guna simbol S, one simbol V. Boleh teka tak? Agak-agaknya ini graph of what? Ni apa S ni? Distance ataupun displacement against time. Kalau V ni graph apa? Ni graph velocity against time. Boleh? Alright. Okay, jadi saya nak tunjuk pada you all from scratch. Tadi tu my notes. Ni saya tunjuk daripada awal. Buat kertas mana ni? Okay. Okay. Now. Okay. Saya buat graph. Kita dah belajar ke belum ni sebenarnya? Belum kan? Distance. Okay. Distance, simbol dia S. S bukan speed. Ya, pay attention ya. S tu bukan speed. Speed kita guna simbol apa? Cikgu guna simbol apa tadi? V. Jadi kalau kat sini saya buat speed, simbol dia V. Okay, lepas tu sini time, simbol time tu T. Tapi time ada unit tak? What is the SI unit for time? Second. Jadi this is how you write the unit. Okay. Now, speed ada unit tak tadi? Ada. Kita buat slash. Slash macam ni, ditulis unit. Jadi nampak tak cara cikgu bezakan? Ini, this whole thing adalah the physical quantity. Apa yang kita measure tu? The speed. Lepas tu kita buat slash. Ya, slash untuk bezakan. The next thing is writing the unit. So you should know how to write this. Same goes for distance. This is the name. This one is the symbol. Distance. Yeah. Jadi what about the unit? Unit tu kita letak slash and the unit is in meter. For time, time is the name, T is the symbol, unit dia ialah second. Nampak? This is S, this is S. So, ini unit, second. Hello? Hi. Hello.
Yes, teacher. Boleh dengar.
Hi. Saya kat mana tadi? Kat mana freezing? Ini ada.
Dekat R. Graph.
Okay. So tadi, tengoklah you dah nampak lah kat sini ya. I just use symbol here. So that's the purpose of having the symbol. So simplify. Kita boleh simplify our notes. We can simplify. Bila scientist tulis V je dekat macam ni, you tahu the scientist is representing ataupun is talking about velocity ataupun speed. Right. Kalau nampak S sahaja, you tahulah. We are talking about the distance ataupun displacement. Okay. Now, let's see. We want to talk about a trolley. Adalah satu trolley dekat sini. Okay, dekat dalam lab ke. The trolley travels along a straight line. Okay, and then kita buatlah. Sini distance. Oh, sorry. Ini the time every time you record the distance. So kosong, tak masa kosong, distance pun kosong. So you plot kat sini cross. And then your time 1 second, you record dia jadi 2 meters. You record lah. 1, 2. Ini. Lepas tu you record. After 2 seconds, dia jadi 4 meters. Macam ni. Sampai, what? Okay, so you plot. So sampailah you dapat graf, you sambungkan plot tu, you dapat graf macam ni. Contoh. Okay? Alright. Jadi, if you get this kind of graph, what does this mean? Okay, you tak boleh kata, the graph tells you exactly, yang obvious, kita nampak, as time increases, distance berubah tak? Increasing tak? Nampak tak distance increasing? Dia pandai baca graph kan? Graph dekat sini value dia kosong, dekat sini value dia akan semakin menaik, betul? Increasing. So distance dia, so kalau tadi sekarang the trolley is here. Jadi nampaklah distance dia tadi kat sini 0 meter dah semakin jauh, betul? Tapi if question asks you describe the motion of the trolley, what you say?
Dia jalan sampai kat luar ke?
So dia kata describe the motion of the trolley. So jawapan awak boleh, take note this one. Either you answer the car ataupun the trolley is stationary. Maksudnya not moving. Ataupun you talk about the velocity. Distance. You talk about the speed. You say speed increases or decreases. Or dia kata speed constant ataupun speed changing, increase or decrease. That's how you describe. Kalau soalan tanya describe. Jadi sekarang let's look at this graph. What do you think? Okay. Saya nak tanya. You all dah belajar ke belum topik gradient in mathematics?
Dah.
Okay. Gradient usually symbol dia M. Betul? How do you
Betul.
measure? Okay, what is the formula of gradient? Jom semua jawab. What is the formula?
Y2 minus Y1 over X2 minus X1.
Okay, agree everyone? Yang tak sebut tu agree? Okay. Now. Okay. So now I want you to get the gradient of graph distance against time. Okay. Now tell me, y2 y-axis kan? So what is the physical quantity at y-axis? What's the physical quantity? Is the
The distance.
distance. Jadi mathematics tu general tau. So now we are applying the skills ataupun knowledge in maths into physics. Jadi y2 is about distance. Jadi kita tukarlah S2 over S1 minus S1. Betul tak? Sebab S2 adalah the y-axis. What is our x-axis?
The time.
Time, the respective time. Ya, jadi kalau sini the S2 and this is the respective T2. Okay, the S1, this is T1. Okay. Next. Y-axis tu ada unit tak? What's the unit of the y-axis? Nampak tak ni unit dia? Hello, are you with me?
Meter.
Meter. So, you write the unit here, meter. X-axis,
Second.
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 Yes. Jadi, let's say ini 10, ini 1, ini 10, ini 1. Senang, kita ambil nilai yang senang. 10 minus 1 over 10 minus 1, you get 1. What's the unit?
Meter per second.
Aha. Okay, ataupun you tengok formula ni is the, ni. Kalau saya ubahkan, it's the change of S over time. Rate of change of displacement. Now, let's recall. Rate of change of distance. What is that formula? That is formula of what? Rate of distance tadi. Ni nampak tak? Ni nampak tak rate? Over time kan? Kan, this one is rate kan? Rate of what? S tadi tu apa?
Distance.
Distance. Jadi, what do we have here? Rate of
Distance.
How do we get this? From a graph. So, tadi kita tahu rate of distance adalah formula for what?
Speed.
Speed. Jadi, what can you say? So now we are saying the gradient of graph of distance over time, the gradient gives you the speed. Agree? Agree? Faham macam mana saya dapat?
Faham.
Ada tak yang tak faham? Ha sikit. Terkejut-terkejut sikit. Oh, ada yang tak faham. Okay. Alright. Tadi I taught you, saya recall, ajak you all recall the formula of gradient. Betul tak? So gradient, you bagi tahu cikgu, you dah tahu formula dia y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay. Now, if this is the graph, if this is the graph, so how do you calculate gradient for this graph? Katalah S2 dia adalah 10. Okay, this one 10, this one 1. So kat sini dia katalah ni value of S2. Ni value of S1. Kenapa saya kata S? Sebab ini graph S. Okay, jadi instead of guna Y, awak gunalah S2 minus S1 over T2 minus T1. Sampai sini, ada tak yang tak faham? Okay, tak ada. Now, lagi satu, dalam matematik mungkin dia tak kisah tentang unit sebab dia just matematik, you just number, you talk about numbers. Tapi in real life, the number represents something. Here, the number yang ada pada graph pada paksi Y is distance. And then you know, if distance, it has unit. Okay, the unit now is meter. So you write the unit here. Now, what about the x-axis? Untuk graph ni, the x-axis paksi T ni, paksi Y dia is T. And here is the T2, terlepas ini T1 yang awal. Jadi T2 minus T1 is the time. Kalau masa, you have to mention the unit. Sebab kadang-kadang awak kata 5. Lepas tu orang tanya 5 apa? 5 minit ke 5 jam? Kalau saya kena tunggu 5 jam, saya tak nak lah. Tak jadilah betulkan spek contoh. Kalau 5 minit, boleh-boleh. Saya nak cepat. Faham tak? Faham tak apa yang saya try cakap ni? Ada orang, it takes 5 days. Oh alamak, 5 days tak boleh lah. Saya nak balik asrama dah. So tak payahlah. Tak payah buat dulu. You faham? Jadi, itu semua time. And we need to know the unit you are talking about. So for now, the graph tells you the time we are taking now is in second. Jadi kat sini you mestilah includekan juga second dekat situ. Boleh? Okay, ni. Right. So if meter per second, okay ni, you tengok ni S over T. S tu adalah distance over time. So you tengok balik, distance over time yang awal kita belajar tadi represent something. So distance over time is the formula for what? Kawan-kawan awak cakap tadi kan? Speed. Yes, speed. Okay, make sense? Right, jadi S ni symbol for distance, T ni symbol for time. So distance over time. So gradient ni represent apa? Salam?
Speed.
Ya. Okay, campak saya kat luar sekejap. Okay. 5028. Okay. Alright, thank you. Salam. Campak dalam sikit dia dapat hujan. Okay. So gradient kita ni bagi nilai apa? Speed. Macam mana cikgu tahu? Cikgu tengoklah apa dia dapat ni. Ini adalah speed punya formula. Betul? Lepas tu yang meter per second ni, unit untuk apa? Unit untuk speed. Okay, ada lagi tak yang tak faham? Mengakulah sekarang. Tak ada rugi pun sebab saya pun takkan tahu siapa yang tak faham tu. Cuma saya tahulah, student takes time lah untuk faham. Jadi sekarang dah faham. Kalau awak dah faham betul-betul, you faham tak? You boleh simpan the pengetahuan, bukanlah pengetahuan the understanding ni pun, kefahaman ni sampai form 5. We will be talking about the same thing until SPM. In fact, in our daily life sampai awak dah tua pun. Cuma ialah bila dah besar nanti kita just apply je. Kita tak buat calculation and so on and so forth. Okay? So it's actually very basic and very easy to understand. Maybe it takes time lah if it is new to you. So back to our question. What was the question just now? Soalan dia tadi, describe the motion of the trolley. So how do you describe? Boleh tak you cakap the trolley is stationary right now? No. If the trolley is stationary, graph kita akan jadi bentuk macam mana? If the trolley is stationary, maksudnya dia tak bergerak. Tak bergerak maksudnya trolley ni kosong je as time increases. Tapi graf kita bukan begini. Graf kita menaik macam ni. Maksudnya, okay, how do you describe? So you say the trolley is moving with a constant speed. Okay? Kenapa constant speed? Sebab you dapat gradient. Dan nilai gradient tu sama saja di mana-mana. Okay? Faham maksud sama saja mana-mana? Maksudnya you ambil point ni, you ambil point ni. Kalau you ambil point S3 dengan S4, bahagi dengan masa dia yang tersendiri, you akan dapat nilai yang sama juga dengan ni. You ambil point ni dengan point ini. Segitiga tu kecil je maksudnya. Sama juga nilai dia. So itulah maksud dia constant. So kita kata dapat constant speed. Okay, boleh? Alright. So you kena tahu kita boleh jadi dapat graf yang berbagai-bagai. Mungkin kita dapat graf like this. Sometimes you boleh dapat graf melengkung begini. Okay. Or you boleh dapat graf melengkung menurun begini. Dan you boleh juga dapat graf macam ni. Macam ni maksudnya apa? Masa bertambah tapi displacement dia 10 je, tak berubah-ubah. Maksudnya
Stationary.
Yes, it is stationary. The ball is not moving. Dia dah jauh kat 10 meter, lepas tu dia stop lama-lama. Dia stop lah sampai 10 saat ke apa sebelum dia continue moving contoh. Alright. So that's about graph of distance. Now kita buat soalan lagi ni. You okay lagi? Ada yang sleepy? Alright. Now, okay. Kita nak tengok graph speed against time. Okay. Now, tadi kita kata if we get graph distance against time straight macam ni, what happen to the speed? Kita kata speed apa yang kita dapat ni? Kita dapat constant speed. Remember we said that just now? Do you remember? Yep, okay. Now, constant tadi maksud dia apa? Tak berubah. Sama sahaja. Kalau masa sini 1 saat, 10 saat, samalah juga kita buat 1 saat, 10 saat, masa tak berubah. Masa meningkat. But you get the same speed throughout. Hence, you draw this graph. So, bila soalan tanya, what is the meaning of the graph? The graph tells you the object is moving with constant speed. So, now, is the ball, is the car, is the trolley moving or stationary? Tengok graf ni. Is the car moving or stationary?
Stationary.
Sudah. Kita dapat graf ni daripada distance. So from the distance kita tahu it's not stationary. Stationary means Distance dia tak berubah. But this one, do you see the distance berubah?
Yes.
So it is moving. And it is moving with constant speed. Hence, kita dapatkan dia punya respective speed against time graph. And this is the graph. Let's say the graph kat sini dia bagi you nilai 1 meter per second. Jadi, the ball is moving with 1 meter per second speed. Sama je 10 minit. Maksudnya apa? The ball is moving with, kita kata with constant speed. So this is how you describe the motion. So balik-balik semula soalan saya tanya balik. Is the ball moving or not? Is it moving or is it stationary? It's moving.
Moving.
Ya, ada speed dia. Sometimes your father drive pun, he maintains kan the speed of the car. 100 km per hour saja. Pernah tak siapa-siapa tengok dashboard ayah dia? Ayah dia tak tinggi kan tak tu. Dia 100 je maintain kan. Maksudnya ayah kena buat sesuatu lah kan. Supaya pedal tu dia hold dekat at 100. Kalau naik sikit dia lepaskan. Okay. Tapi if you want to speeding, ayah you akan tekanlah pedal tu kuat-kuat. Jadi speed ayu the speed of the car akan berubahlah daripada 100 jadi 110, jadi 120, jadi 130, jadi 140, tahu-tahu dah sampai destinasi. Macam tu. Kan? Itu speeding up.
Destinasi tempat.
Yes, pandai. Okay. Now kita nak relatekan pula speed. Tadi I was trying pula. Tadi I relatekan distance dengan speed. So this is how it is related. Now, kita boleh dapat juga graf begini. For the distance, saya lukis dulu. This is about motion baru. Saya dah tak payahlah tulis panjang-panjang sebab you all dah faham. Saya guna simbol ni. So this is distance ataupun velocity punya graph. Ni distance graph ke velocity? Distance. Sebab how do you know? Ni S. Okay, sekarang let's say saya ada graph begini. Okay, you nampak jelas, nyata dan terang. S dia tu bertambah. Tapi S dia tu bertambah tidak berkadar. Maksudnya perubahan kan. If you want to draw gradient, gradient dekat sini, saya tak boleh buat straight line, betul? So kalau saya buat straight dekat sini, dia tak kena ni. Jadi saya macam ada dua line yang berbeza untuk temukan. Untuk buat the gradient. Nak buat gradient ni kita kena buat bentuk segitiga. Jadi kat sini saya ada segitiga. Saya nak buat segitiga betul-betul lah. Okay. Nampak tak? I must draw two triangles, okay, to see the changes. So dekat sini, I have gradient 1. And then I have gradient 2. Nampak tak everyone? Okay. Now, you tengok pula the height of each triangle. So M1, that's the height. M2, this is the height. So who is taller? M1 or M2?
M2.
M2. When M2 is greater, ataupun taller, we see gradient 2 is greater than gradient 1. Alright? Now, so try to recall gradient of this graph gives you what physical quantity? Do you remember?
The distance.
Ni distance. But gradient of distance against time graph give you what quantity?
Speed.
Speed. So kat sini, ini speed 1. Ini speed 2. So what can you say about the speed? Is the speed constant?
No, the speed changes.
The speed changes because you see V2 greater than V1. So is it increasing in speed or decreasing in speed?
Increasing in speed.
So kita kata kat sini speed increases. Allah. The rest of you boleh follow?
Boleh.
Okay, how do you know speed increases? Because we are referring to the gradient. Okay, gradient increases, therefore speed increases. Kenapa kita tahu speed tu? Sebab kita dah faham tentang gradient. Yeah, this one gradient here represent the speed. So, now for this motion, if let's say we are talking about the ball, now the ball is no longer moving with constant velocity. It is moving with increasing velocity. So if you draw like this, kalau soalan cerita dia, so mungkin V1 dia starts dengan 2 meter per second, then it speeding up jadi 7 meter per second. Now, okay, now once we know that, you may be asked, soalan pun boleh minta you untuk sketch you can kita boleh tahu the graph you may be asked to sketch the graph of the velocity time graph. Jadi kat sini tadi kita kata speed increases, gradient increases. Jadi kalau speed increases, kita tak boleh buat graph macam tadi. Sebab graph tadi, speed doesn't change, constant. So now V increases. Kalau sini kosong, sini 1, 2, 3, speed increases macam tu lah kan? So bila T1, V dekat sini. Masa 2 saat, V bertambah. Jadi kita dapat graph macam mana? Jadi kita dapatlah graph macam ni. Nampak tak V2 meningkat?
Mama. Mama pakai kat rumah.
Okay. Dah boleh tarik nafas lega. Ada tambahan saya nak cerita ni. Ready? Okay. Now, tadi kita belajar pasal gradient. Sekarang kita nak continue about gradient. Warna pink pula lah. Now, we have... Memang kena besar rupanya. So nampak tak segitiga saya ni kecil ke, besar ke, dia still cover the same. Kalau kecil dia boleh dekat sini, dia boleh dekat sini, dekat sini. Kalau dia besar, kalau dia besar pun dia cover the whole line. So, kita dapat gradient yang constant. Okay, so sekarang formula of gradient. Okay, ni mathematicsnya. Kan? Ni matematiknya. Jadi kita nak transfer kepada fiziksnya. So M greater, paksi Y kita apa? V, small letter V. V2 minus V1 over D2 minus D1. Jadi katalah kat sini kita bagi ni, katalah kita panggil lah, kita bagi nilai simbol dia initial speed, final speed. Jadi kita tukarkan tu jadi final dia V, initial dia U. Okay, and then its respective time lah, T2, T1. So ataupun kita buat berubah, okay tak apalah. Jadi nampak tak V minus U tu adalah change of speed, betul, change of distance. Change of velocity, kan? Change of velocity over time tu bagi kita ni itu formula apa? Change of velocity over time.
Acceleration.
Nampak tak? Change of velocity over time adalah formula acceleration. Ting 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 ting. Terus kita tahu if now, tadi we were talking about graph S against T. So now if we have graph V against T, the gradient gives us
Acceleration.
acceleration. Well done. Okay, jadi the gradient of graph V against T gives you acceleration. Jadi dalam exam, you kena tengok what kind of graph is given to you. Is it S graph or V graph? Jadi, tadi untuk graph ni, bila ada gradient, we can describe the motion in terms of speed. So kita kata, objek ni moving with constant speed sebab ada gradient. Betul? Now, yang ni, graph speed ni, gradient dia berapa? Kalau you tengok ni, boleh buat segitiga tak kalau garis lurus macam ni? Tak boleh kan? Sebab initial dia 1, final dia 1. Jadi 1 tolak 1 berapa? Kosong. Jadi apa acceleration dia? Kosong juga.
0.
Yes, 0. But for this one, kita ada value for final speed and the initial speed we have different value. So kita boleh dapat acceleration. Hence, if this is about the ball ni tadi, what can we say about the ball? The ball is accelerating. Why do we say so? Because from the gradient. Ataupun kita kata because the velocity changes. Boleh faham? Alright. Jadi, susah ke senang? It takes time, but once you understood, you will be able to answer any kind of question. So let's see. Are you ready to answer question? Okay. So let's see. Example question. Topik motion. Okay. Saya nak paper objektif kejap. Objektif. Mana motion? Multiple choice. Nak belajar sama dengan form-form. Nampak tak? Hebat tak hebat? You should be proud of yourself. Motion, multiple choice. Ni. Okay, kita start dengan soalan mudah dulu. Do you have this paper? Tak apa, nanti you boleh download. Saya dah bagi website terus kan? Betul tak? Website mana tanya? So, alamak. Macam tu kan? You boleh ni actually general physics tu. So, you click that one. Ini session yang form 4. Form 4 saya pergi very high speed. Saya laju sebab it's just a revision for them. Nak IGCSE. Jadi mungkin tak relevant to you. You all saya ajar step by step because this is new to you. So actually you can get all the questions here. So kalau saya tak sempat answer semua, you boleh try on your own and get the answer. Okay, let's go back here. A train begins a journey from a station and travels 60 kilometer. So what is this 60 kilometer? S or V or what? S. Very good. And in a time of 20, what is that?
T.
T. Tulis macam tu if you get question. Dalam ujian ke, dalam paper exam final ke. Okay, so what the question wants? Average speed. Siapa ingat lagi? What is the formula of average speed?
Total distance over total time.
Mia jadi best student hari ni. Ya. Kan? Kalau tak Mia, siapa lagi seorang tadi? Girls je. Boys tak ada hari ni dalam kelas saya. So, total distance over. Mia daripada MRSM mana Mia? Total time.
Alo gajah cikgu.
Oh Okay, saya tak ajar form 2 kan? So, saya tak kenal lah. Awak kenal saya ke Mia?
Kenal cikgu.
Okay lah. Alright. Okay, total distance kita berapa? 60. What's the unit? I prefer if you write the unit ya. Okay. So, kejap. Ada something I want to talk about the unit tu. Okay, I hope you write this down so that later on you dah faham lah. Nanti dalam kelas, cikgu pergi laju ke, cikgu tak masuk kelas ke, ataupun ada apa-apa ke, you dah faham. Then you boleh teach your friends. So nanti result MRSM bagus-bagus je semua kan. Mana tahu you jadi the best student untuk IGCSE in the whole world. Tahu tak? Untuk IGCSE dia bagi award to best student ataupun yang best results in the world. So kita pernah dapat lah, selalu student MRSM dapat tapi mana tahu you are one of the student kan. Selalunya student Malaysia dapat untuk maths lah. Dapat 100%. Okay, so the time is 20 minit. You tulislah minit. Now, in the end, if you stay like this, in the end, your unit will be kilometer per minute. Now, look at the answer. So, the answers, the unit is in meter per second. Sama tak meter per second and dengan kilometer per minute? Tak sama. So what you need to do, you have to convert. Ni lagi lah kena tengok. You have to convert kilo ni so that dia tinggal meter sahaja. And I'm sure you know how to change minute to second. Betul? Alright. Now, okay, you ingat tak masa form 1 you ada belajar prefix? Pernah tak masa form 1? Kas.
Ya.
Yang ada tera, giga, mega, kilo, desi, senti, mili, mikro, nano, piko. Kalau awak pernah belajar dengan saya tak ingatlah saya ajar form tu ke tak. Tapi kan, saya pernah lah ajar nyanyi-nyanyi. Kalau student saya kan, Tera, giga. You tak kisahlah you nak nyanyi ke, you bagi acronyms ke so that you remember. First, you need to remember the susunan of the prefixes. Okay, not only you need to know the susunan tera, from tera to giga, giga to mega. So dia sebenarnya mega, lepas mega giga, tera kan. Sekarang phone seorang nak storage dia terabyte. Kenapa nak tera? Sebab tera very large space kan. Besar tu tera. Okay, mega tu 10. Mega ni dia macam ni tau. Mega ni dia represent 1000. 1000, 10 to the power of 3. 1000 ada 3 kosong kan. Giga dia represent berapa? 10 to the power of, siapa ingat? 6. Tera 10 to the power of 9. Yes, nampak tak kat situ ada pattern. Jadi tak susah pun nak ingat. 3, 6, 9. Ada pattern je. Saya salah lah. Saya salah. Betulkan balik. Kilo yang 10/3. You pernah tengok tak orang buat 10K? Nak hantaran berapa? 10K je. 10,000. Betul? Berapa harga? 2K. 2K maksudnya apa? 2,000. K tu represent 1000. Jadi kalau 2K, 2 dari darab 1000 lah, 2000. Okey, lepas tu ni mega, million. Giga, trillion tera, tak tahu nak sebut dah. 3, 6, 9, 12. Tapi still lah dia ada trend dekat situ. Okay. Okay. Next. Ini special. Ni milli. Milli ni 3 juga tapi negatif sebab kecil. Milli. Tapi micro lagi kecil. Berapa? Boleh teka tak?
6.
Yes. Nano lagi kecil. Pico. So you nampak tak? Ini pun ada trend. 3, 6, 9, 12 juga tapi dia negatif. That means pico is the smallest. Milli is slightly larger. Okay, kat sini dia lain sikit lah. Sikit je, tak banyak. So kalau desi negatif 1, senti kat pembaris tu. Yang dekat pembaris tu negatif 2. Pembaris kita kan senti. Jadi daripada senti nak kepada meter kan, awak darab 100 kan. Macam tu lah. Sebab kat situ negatif 2. Okay. Okay, ini prefixes that you need to know untuk IGCSE. You need to know also. Dia kita bukan belajar main-main lah. Jadi kalau you dah ingat dari dulu, good. You don't need more time to memorize ataupun ingat lah Actually kita ada cheat Boleh cheat lah sebenarnya, ada calculator physics. Dekat calculator tu dia memang tulis tera, giga, mega, kilo. So you boleh tekan je lah kalau if you don't know ataupun you tak hafal. Now back to the question. So how do you calculate this one? So sini 60 is the magnitude, that is the value. So biarkan saja. The one that you want to change is this kilo because it's in prefix. Jadi now kita tahu kilo is 10 to the power of 3. Boleh kejap. So meter is meter, you just leave it there. You don't need to change it. And then 20 minutes, how to change that into second?
Darab 60.
Times 60.
Yes, darab 60. So dapatlah. What's the answer?
50 meter.
50 meter. So tekan saja calculator. Right? 50 meter per second. Dapatlah. 1, okay. C kan jawapan dia. Okay, next. 2 runners take part in a race. The graph shows how the speed of each runner changes with time. Alright, so what does the graph show about the runners at time t? Okay, runner 1 has zero acceleration. Salah. Ataupun kat sini, both runners are moving at the same speed. Macam betul kan? So jawapan dia A. At time t, runner 1 speed dia x. What about runner 2 at time t? At time t, runner 2 also the speed is x. So ni lah. So ini nak test lah whether you know how to read graph. Runner 1 has zero acceleration. You tengok graph 1 tu. You setuju tak? Acceleration dia zero.
No.
No. Kenapa? Dia ada
Gradient.
gradient. So if it has gradient, therefore it must have acceleration. Yes, we learned this one just now. Okay. Alright, let's continue. The graph shows how the speed of a van changes with time for part of its journey. In which labeled section is the van decelerating?
B.
Yes, very good.
B.
Although, yeah. Jadi you tahu, bila dapat graph speed, you can know whether the object is moving with constant speed. So which one is constant speed? Ni. A dengan bahagian ni. Which one where the speed the object is moving with acceleration? Ni accelerating. Ini pun accelerating. Yeah? So this is decelerating. Kenapa? Because if at the beginning the speed is high, and then at the end the speed is decreasing.
Lower.
Yeah, so dia decelerate. Okay. Okay, number 4 ni. Tak apalah. Number 4 tu tak apa dulu. Number 5, number 6. Tengok. Okay, dulu you akan rasa susah. Sekarang you mesti rasa senang. Macam an object moves at a constant speed for some time. Okay. Jadi bagi tahu ni. We have an object. So the object mula-mula speed constant. Then it accelerates. So
A.
dia nak distance graph. Distance time graph. Okay. The question is talking about speed, but it wants the graph of distance. Jadi, think about it carefully. Just now we learned from S, graph, then you get velocity. Betul tak? Kalau graph dia straight, velocity dekat sini. Kalau graph dia increasing, velocity higher. Ada constant. If graph S increasing macam ni, you dapat V begini. Alright, so number 6, which one is the answer?
A.
A.
C.
Dia jawab C. Siapa jawab C tadi? Arisa?
Saya.
Irene. Okay. Irene, macam mana? How do you explain? Ini adalah graph distance, students. Story is talking about speed. So you kena faham. Right. Okay, tak apa. Kita tengok, why don't we look at graph A? Okay. Now, ni graph distance. Graph distance is graph S. If S is, okay, it starts here, what does this mean? Distance is constant. Maksudnya the object is?
Constant.
Maksudnya the object is?
Stationary.
Stationary, is not moving. So if it is not moving, it has no speed.
It has no speed.
Yes. So this is wrong. Okay? Because this one is talking about distance. Jadi yang untuk graf ni, dia punya respective V, dia is not moving. It's here. Mana saya nak buat? Jadi kalau kat sini kan, katalah ini graf ni saya ubah. Kita nak buatkan ini time dia. Kita padam ni juga. Okay. So saya jadikan ini graf V daripada S kepada V at time ni. So mula-mula dia kosong. Jadi tak betul lah yang ni. And then ini S increases kan. S increases maksudnya velocity kita constant. Accelerate dia nak. Jadi A ni salah. Faham tak what I did? What I'm doing ni? Tadi tu dah. Okay, next. Untuk B pula. Okay, let's do this sebab tak ada ruang kan. So saya padam-padam ni. Saya padam ni supaya kita boleh tengok apa jadi kalau kita tukarkan graf dia dengan kefahaman kita. Okay, if this is graph V. Okay, time dia pertama kat sini. Alright, look at the distance. Now, untuk graph distance, menaik menunjukkan ada speed tak?
Ada.
What about the speed?
Ada.
Speed increases, speed constant, speed decreases.
Increases.
Speed. Yang increasing tu distance kan?
The speed constant.
The speed constant.
That's why saya suruh awak tulis sekali kan bila saya cerita-cerita tu. Jadi yang ni, kita dapat yang ni. Betul? Distance kan graf tadi tu. Okay. Bagi tengok sebelah-sebelah lah nampak soalan kan. Distance kan? This part betul? Okay, what is the respective speed? Speed dia apa? Kalau graf dia macam ni untuk distance, speed dia apa?
Constant.
Constant. Yang speed yang constant. Jadi you boleh draw dekat sini. Okay, jadi macam okay, macam nak sama dengan soalan. Soalan kata speed constant. Okay, mungkin B jawapan dia, ya ke B? Okay, tengok pula dekat this part. Okay, that part. What can you say about the speed? Now.
It's stationary.
Speed dia 0 ke berada nilai?
Zero.
Jadi kat sini. So is the question wants zero speed punya object?
No.
No. So B pun not the answer. Okay, what about C? So C kat sini ada gradient tak? Ada. So V constant. Now, tengok ni. Kita ada two gradients kan? Two gradient tu maksudnya apa?
Accelerate.
Yes, kita ada M1, M2. M2 higher kan? M1 lower. Jadi kat sini V increase, V lower. Jadi kat sini what can you say about the speed? Speed increasing.
Accelerate, increasing.
So V increasing. Maksudnya kalau ini ada graf V, mula-mula V macam ni, lepas tu V increases like that, ada gradient, so accelerate V constant. Itulah yang soalan nak. Accelerate this part, speed constant this part. So jawapan dia apa? The answer is C. C. D ke C? Ada jawab D pula.
C.
Okay. So dah faham Dia macam senang tapi you can easily be trapped lah ataupun distracted. Cepat je nak jawab. That's why ingat tak first time saya ajar tadi untuk topik graph tadi, I mention about you must check what kind of graph is given to you. If it is graph distance against time, you kena cari supaya sampai dapat acceleration dia ataupun you mungkin nak in the middle lah, nak velocity dia. But sometimes ada satu lagi. This is easy one. Saya dah bagi jawapan kat situ. 2 distance time graphs and 2 speed time graphs are shown. Yang ni lagi tricky sebab A dengan B graph lain. C dengan D graph lain pula. Boleh? Okay. Tadi kita tahu kan, distance graph represent different thing. Speed time graph represent the speed. Macam itulah. Now, which graph represents an object that is at rest? So the answer is B. Kenapa bukan D? Anyone? Kenapa bukan
Sebab
D?
if speed dia still moving.
Yes. If this one is graph speed. Kalau speed constant, that means the object is moving with a constant speed value. Ya, yang ini object is not moving. It stays at a same spot. You tinggalkan dia 10 saat dia duduk je dekat situ. Macam you all sekarang lah. Ya, you faham. Okay, what about this graph? Ni graph distance. This one ada gradient. So the gradient gives you speed. So you know the speed increasing, the speed constant. Yang ni apa yang constant?
Distance. The distance.
Tak boleh. Distance cakap pasal speed. Gradient of speed ni bagi apa? Acceleration. Okay, kita nak habis lah ni. Okay. Sikit lagi. Satu lagi. Okay. Dia tanya macam ni tau. What does the area, tiba-tiba area, ni kita tak bincang lagi pun sebenarnya. Area under graph represent. Jadi one thing saya boleh cakap quickly, tapi harap awak ingat. Okay. Now, if we have graph, dia special untuk graph V sahaja. Graph S tak boleh. Untuk graph speed, you cuba tengok line merah tu. Line merah, graf merah ni, nampak tak bawah dia ada area? Kan? Lah kita buat yang kita baru lukis lah. Okay, ni speed kan? So, bawah ni ada area. Bentuk apa tu? Square. Square pula. Rectangle
Rectangle.
Yes. Do you know the area of rectangle? Mesti dah tahu kan?
Yes.
Okay, what's the area?
Length times width.
So area under the graph, you boleh kira berapa? 10, okay, 1 meter. Ni ketinggian dia kan? Unit dia apa? Meter per second, betul?
Yes.
Okay, so saya tulis lah. Satu unit dia meter per second. Okay, lebar dia punya width
10 second.
second. Okay, mathematicsnya 1/10 is 10. Algebra dia S dengan S cancel out. So what is left?
Meter.
So kalau unit meter je, what is that? It's the
Distance.
distance. So we know that if you are given speed against time graph, you will be able to get the distance. How do you get the distance? So
By calculating the area.
yes, distance is equals to area under the graph. So that's it. So kalau bentuk dia begini segitiga, so you nampak tak? Dia ada triangle shape kat situ. Jadi kira lah berapa. Okay. Jadi kalau dalam gambar ni, the yellow one bentuk apa? Trapezium. So do you know the trapezium punya formula? Kalau you tahu,
Yeah.
kalau tak tahu, you buatlah segitiga campur rectangle campur segitiga lagi. Tambahkan semua. Okay, the blue one tu pun ada area under the graph, bentuk segitiga. So kat sini kita concludekan, if you want to know the distance pun boleh, you dapatkan area under the graph. Jadi, in conclusion, if you know the graph of S, okay, from graph S, you boleh dapat V by calculating the gradient. Okay. Tapi kalau you dapat graf V, you nak dapatkan S, you buat apa? Apa dia? You calculate the
Area.
area under the graph. Okay? Alright, I think that's all for today. I think that's quite a lot for you, yeah, because this is a new thing to you, most of you. Jadi, so it actually is interesting. You tertukar-tertukar, it's okay because this is just the beginning. So once you do a lot more, you do more questions, you akan tak kurang lah you buat kesilapan tu, insyaAllah. Okay? So hopefully I can help you to, do you like physics now? Ataupun you still rasa susah? Okay, tak apalah. So see you when I see you. Mungkin kita ada rezeki kita jumpa lagi ataupun mungkin grup lain lah. Okay, bye. Assalamualaikum.
Mama nak lukis.
Thank you, teacher. Assalamualaikum.
Okay.
Thank you, teacher. Assalamualaikum.
Thank you, teacher.
Okay.